Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book called The Failures by Benjamin Lyer. Um, let's get into it. So, first of all, let's talk about how I felt while reading this, just like general feelings and reactions. I would say I laughed a lot, for sure. There's a lot of humor in this book. Um, but I also was excited. At the half point mark of this book, you really get into it and you start falling in love with these characters that he's built and the world that he's created. Um, it's amazing all the different plot lines and genres that he's put into one book and made into an extremely well done story. Um, so that's just my general thoughts on it. But let me talk to you guys about some of the things I wrote down as far as what you could expect to get out of this book. And if you like any of these aspects that I enjoyed, maybe you'll enjoy the book as well. So first of all, it's sci-fantasy, so science fiction and fantasy. Um, so if you like either of those genres, and I know it's a big genre, there's a lot in that, but if you like epic fantasy, if you like um, robots, if you like magic, if you like all of that stuff, it's just all put together. So that's great. If you're a fan of the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, I've not read this series, but Benjamin Lyer has talked about extensively that the Dark Tower was a inspiration for this book, which is really cool. I've heard a lot of good things, so I need to go read that as well. But you'll probably enjoy this book. What else? We got multiple. What else? We got multiple POVs. So if you're a fan of third person, multiple POV, I think you'd really like this book. I wasn't sure at first how he's going to pull it off, but wow, does he pull it off? Um, I just wanted to keep reading at a certain point, and just that never stopped. So, and it's because he's built all these different groups of POVs. Like, you have different groups of people. I think there's like 4 or 5 different POVs, but really that means like it's a group. So you'd have like one main POV, but they'd be part of a group of like 5 or 6 people, or even just like 2 people. Um, but he meshed it so well together. And if you're a fan of any sort of multi POV, you're gonna like this book. It's great. Um, there's dark humor, there's sarcasm all over the book, which I loved. I love dramatic characters, and I wouldn't say edgy, but I would also say edgy. Like, um, it's all over this book, and I enjoyed every moment of it. So yeah, if you like that, you probably like this book. World building, there was a ton of world building in this book. It's set up through like character dialogue. It's also set up through stories within stories, and they give you the legend of the past and all that came before it. At first, you're like, he doesn't hold your hand. He's like, doesn't tell you anything. But then you learn tidbits as you go on in the book, and it's so interesting. He's created a world that's like so distinct in my head now, as far as the setting, as far as these characters, as far as the legends of the time. It reminds me a lot of Cyberpunk, and the reason I say that, Cyberpunk the game, the reason I say that is because when you play that game, you're trying to become a Night City legend, and that's like the whole thing. There's a bunch of characters that you see in the video game that are legends, and they've done this and that, and you know that, and you know they're an epic piece of that story, and you're trying to become your own hero. That's how it feels in this book the entire time. No matter what POV you are reading, it's someone trying to become their own version of a hero, and whether that's evil, good, it kind of plays that line, and it's amazing. So I love, and that kind of brings me into my next point, which is if you enjoy legend and myth, it's littered all over the book. Like I just said, he does a great job of it. So if you like any of that world building, legend, myth, you're gonna love this book probably. Okay, last piece that I enjoyed was distinct characters and really well done characters. I thought that's so broad and it's hard for me to explain, but once you read it and get into it, there's a whole different set of characters for everyone. Like if you like someone that's dramatic and edgy, you'd love this certain group. If you like people that are just wordsmiths and they're great at political intrigue, let's call it, you have those characters. If you want people that like don't care about what's happening at all and they just want to get drunk and they have that little piece of hero in them that's starting to come out, maybe you like this certain character. If you like teenagers that are just like oblivious to what's going on, but they're also super funny, like there's everything. So a great cast of characters, I'd say, and they're very rememberable. But yeah, if any of you watching has read this book, I would love to talk about it with you because there's so much packed into this book and so much I didn't talk about that I want other people to enjoy this book with, because this should be way more popular than it is. I mean, this is a great book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought if you've read it, and see you guys next time. Peace.